Think Different TV, live every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hosted by me, your girl Ashia. Join me as I discuss social topics, spotlight independent artists, and share financial tips. Come on in and join the conversation. I want to hear what you have to say. Think Different TV, where minds meet.
You're the reason I wake up, the reason I smile.
What is up, y'all? What is up? I am here. No fear. Let me just get this saver off of the screen. I am here. I am here. How is everyone? Little bit of technical difficulties, but I am here. So let me go and check something up real quick. I'm wondering why. All right. So I am here, like I said, and I'm trying to figure out all of the stuff that I have going on. So please, please, please don't mind me. I am here, and I am so glad you guys are here. So listen, how's everybody doing? Welcome to Think Different TV, where mine's me. I am your host, Lashia. So how was your weekend? How was everything? This weekend, I don't think it was no, that was last weekend we had Thanksgiving, right? I'm not sure anymore. All of the holidays are running together. But Think Different TV is every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here on the Think Different TV YouTube channel and on Facebook. What's up to my Facebook fam? I see some people are chiming in right now. So shout out to my TDTV fam all over the country. I thank you because you could be anywhere, but you decide to be here with me. And so love it, love it, love it. Think Different TV could not be made possible without viewers like you and our sponsors. So let's get into it. Our sponsor is Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals, no additives, no chemicals. It is good and good for you. If you're going to hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Water today. You can find Euphoria Water on IG at Euphoria Water. That's UPHORIAWATER. Or if you live in the Philadelphia area and want Euphoria Water delivered to your home, you can call Mike, who is also known as Captain. All right, you can call him up at 267-707-8279, and he will deliver the water straight to your home. That is our sponsor. Check it out. We got Queen here. Queen been rocking out with me since day one. Done by Imitation by Jarrell. Awesome artist. Make sure you check him out. And I have on yet another graphic tee by Aya Crazy Designs because I love, love, love her t-shirts. This one says dope. And that I would like to think that I'm dope. I would like to think that the show is dope. So yeah, that is why I'm wearing it. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell on my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any new episodes, replays, and or exclusive interviews from Think Different TV. Also, let's share the love by sharing the live. You know, after you share the live, make sure you put hashtag TDTV. You know, that way people can know what the heck is going on. All right, so let's get this party started. For those who don't know, we about to jump into our Hit It and Quit It. Let's do it. All right, guys. So in music news, fans accuse major label Atlantic Records of bot engagement on Lil Uzi, Don Toliver, and A Boogie with the hoodies pages. This social media, you can't name one major outlet or media platform that isn't flooded with bots, including our own. All right. It's well known that media streaming platforms use bots, aka the machine tactics, to boost views and streams since digital music streaming arrived. It's just to get some engagement, y'all. I don't know why they made a big fuss over it because I mean it's just bots. Like if you like the music and you dig it and everything like that, leave comments, share, like, do all those things, you know. That way the true engagement, when all the other people come on, they see people already commenting, it just kind of like puts the post or the music in a better position to be seen. All right, nothing wrong with that. All right, so Drake revealed that 21 Savage that his 21 Savage collab project Her Loss closes out his album trilogy, which includes Certified Lover Boy and Honestly Nevermind. So they have been collabing, music has been fire, so you know that kind of closes out the trilogy. I don't know if y'all heard the music. I hope y'all liked it too. Moving on, Cardi B may be facing legal action over her 2022 Halloween costume. Mind you, we're in December. When she dressed up as Marge Simpson and the artist Alexandro Palumbo accused the rapper of appropriating his work without consent. Her team, and her lawyer were asked to correct the initial Instagram post threatening to request compensation in addition to the lawsuit. The lawsuit is yet to be filed, but an initial formal notice has been issued. This is just another money grab. It's like everybody's trying to attack Cardi B. Leave her alone, okay? She made her mistakes. I know everybody was getting on her because of her comments about, you know, drugging men and robbing them and all of this stuff. But she's trying to do better, and people just keep on attacking her. Just stop the madness. All right. Lil Kim arrested on felony gun possession. He had a weapon on him at the time of the rapper's murder. Houston police arrested 33-year-old Patrick Xavier Clark and charged him with the murder of rapper Takeoff, who was 1/3 of the Migos. So still more developments with that. Nas and 21 Savage surprises with a new track titled One Mic, One Gun. 21 said the song has been in the making for a while, even before he made his recent comments about Nas not being relevant to today's sound of hip hop. Remember, fans flooded the comments bashing him, his music career. Have you heard it? Is it a keeper? We want to know, like, have y'all heard the song by Nas and 21 Savage? Honestly, I think he made those comments just to kind of put a little buzz in people's ears, because they do that from time to time and get people to hear the song. Ashanti reveals a producer wanted her to take a shower with her as a form of payment for tracks, or $40K per song. So as the story has it, she just said that this guy that she was working with was like, yo, I want to work with you. And she was like, you sure? You know, because obviously in the music industry, you got to pay something. And he was like, oh no, I want to work with you. You my homie, blah, 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 blah. Come to find out, soon as the record was about, well, soon as the CD was about to drop, now he told us some, oh, take a shower with me. And she's like, you're kidding, right? And he's like, no, I'm dead serious. Go ahead, we're gonna go out, have a few drinks, come back, you can take a shower with me. And she was like, no, not gonna do that. So he was like, oh, because you ain't do that, you gotta give me $40K for the songs. So this is something that happens very commonly in the music industry, where female artists and male artists are taken advantage of, and you just got to kind of know the signs. We should know as adults that nothing comes for free. All right. And especially in the music industry, it's going to come with a price. So you got to be able to know who you're dealing with, what is actually at stake, weigh the pros and cons. And I'm not saying go and sleep with the person that they ask to sleep with them, but just know, like, nobody's going to turn over work for free. So anybody try that slick stuff, oh, I want to just work with you, let's just collab, this and the third. Nope, don't do it. Don't do it. Ask them, what's your price? And if they try to bullshit you and talk about some, oh, there ain't no price and this and the third, don't believe them, because there's definitely a price. You just gotta know what that price is. Like, be upfront. I hate these people that are sneaky and slimy. Like, if your goal is to sleep with me, why be sneaky and slimy about it? Just be upfront and honest about it and let me make the decision if I want to go that route or not. There's some artists that's with it. There's some artists that they will sleep with somebody for a track. They will take a shower with somebody for a track. They get a track be fire, and all I had to do was sleep with this dude, let him get his rocks off or whatever. They're gonna do it. But the thing is that give them the option. Don't be sneaky and slimy about it. Be upfront and honest. That's all I got to say about that. During a recent interview with Ice Spice, hosted by Erykah Badu and her daughter Puma Curry, Spice opens up about leaving lace front wigs alone, embracing her natural signature curly hair, and having a natural body. She also dished on a few dream collabs she has in mind, with two being Nicki Minaj and Doja Cat. So we'll see. I think it will be fire if she did a collab with those two. Her curly hair being natural, I'm gonna let her be great. I think it's hers. I don't know, man. That ain't for me to decide, man. Just worry about the music, man. I ain't even worried about all that. During a recent interview with Alex Jones, Kanye West said, "I see good things about Hitler. I love everyone claiming Hitler was born a Christian." Jones followed up with, "I don't like Nazis." And as they went to commercial break, Ye interjected, "I like Hitler." On to other news. Escape performs their hits after being honored at the Soul Train Awards. And let's just say, Shantae Moore killed her performance, okay? She went all the way in. She was doing the whistle and all that stuff. She was amazing, okay? She looks amazing. She looks phenomenal, okay? Amazing. Definitely body goals for when I get to her age. Let me check out the comments real quick, see who's up in here. We got Tribalafar, what's up? We got Mr. Cheese in the building. We have JB, what's up, JB? What's up, Bianca Monroe? Just letting y'all know, but Bianca Monroe and Mr. Cheese host a show called The Rabbit Hole 13, which is every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, along with Taj Mahal. And also B Monroe has a show called Foreplay with B, which is every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You better not bring your kids because she be talking some nasty stuff, okay? We got Chad Anthony in the building. All right. I see it. Okay, I love this. Show the love by sharing the live, y'all. I love it. So we're gonna go into celebrity news. Chadwick Boseman, 3.8 million estate has been settled. His wife gets 1.15 million. His family gets 1.15 million. The government gets 1.5 million in fees because he didn't have a will or trust. And probate court took 900K. So I'm a financial coach. I'm telling y'all, one thing is to have a foundation, a financial foundation, which is income protection. But then also the real key component is to have a will and testament. Make sure y'all have a will and testament because stuff like this can happen. His family missed out on half of that money because he didn't have a will. That tells you something. Listen, that's a lot of money to lose. Can you imagine? You had 3.8 million on the table, and as you're sitting there, let's say you just had a pile of money sitting in front of you, right? 3.8 million sitting on the table, and then the government comes up and takes almost half of it off the rip, not because of taxes, but because of fees, because you didn't have a will or trust. And then probate court sneaks on up in there and takes 900K of your money, which is almost $1 million. And then they're like, this is what you have left. And then your family has to split it because of all of that crazy stuff. Listen, have a will and testament, y'all. Candace Owens calls out Kim Kardashian for not ending her relationship with Balenciaga amid the child controversy. Candace says she should be able to walk away from Balenciaga and Adidas because they did it to her husband after a tweet gone wrong. Candace, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Jesus. She always got something to say. You know what? At first, I was with her when she was saying certain things about the Kardashians, but now it's like it's an obsession. Okay, you gotta find other people to talk about. You gotta find other people to talk about. Why are you always talking about the Kardashians? It's like over and over and over again. Like, do you want to be Kim K? Do you want to be with Kim K? What's the obsession? All right, yeah. Shut up. Candace Owens. All right, footage of Wendy Williams surfaces where she seemingly needs assistance getting around. Some say it appears to be Graves' disease when painful swelling in the legs and feet cause vertigo, thus limiting her physical mobility. It's very sad to see her in this state. I wish her well. I hope she gets better. I never like to see somebody like that. Will Smith's first late night interview on Monday took place with host Trevor Noah, where Will opened up about the Oscars night controversy. He also promoted his new historical drama movie titled Emancipation. Can we just call it for what it is? Can we just call it for what the historical drama movie? It's a slave movie, okay? It's a slave movie. Can we just call it for what it is? I'm tired of slave movies. But you know why Will Smith has to do a slave movie? Because he effed up. So now he has to climb on back out of his hole slowly and do a slave movie. Because they sure enough did treat him like a slave. As soon as he did something wrong, they was like, oh no, Negro. We gotta take you down a few notches. You thought you was up here. Really, you're down here. So we need to pull you back a little bit. We need to reel you in. Because Will Smith, have we ever seen Will Smith in a slave movie ever in life? I don't remember. I don't recall. Maybe he might have been a slave behind the scenes, but I've never seen him a slave on camera. Anyway, Warner Brothers is selling the original Batmobile starting at $1.5 million. Hey, look, maybe the government can go and buy it. They just took it from Chadwick Boseman. The car comes equipped with a flamethrower and reaches a top speed of 25 to 30 miles per hour. In a recent viral interview turned incident, reveals that Blueface was crying out for help as his girlfriend, Krishan, flipped out on camera when she threw the chair into the wall and yelled at the YouTubers. Talked about that a little bit last week. I'm so tired of him. Krishan Rock allegedly gave Blueface two black eyes. So he's a blue face with two black eyes. Look at that. After his Instagram live the other day, she posted a picture giving credit to what she did. That's some sick stuff. Okay, now she not only posted it, but she said, yeah, I did that. I gave him two black eyes and what? Yo, when she said, I'm not going nowhere, I got chills, okay? I got scared. I was like, this is crazy. Because he looked over like, because she was like, I'm not going. Like, ooh, ooh, help. Like, I keep playing this clip from Kevin Hart's comedy series. Like, help me. Help me. Nigga. Help me. Las Vegas strip club blames Blueface for getting them shut down permanently due to the October shooting. They released a statement regarding the whole situation, starting off by saying the girls of Euphoric Las Vegas would like to thank the entire country for rocking with them in Vegas. They put together a dynasty in such a short time, but they're sad to announce that Euphoric Las Vegas will not reopen. Sadly, Mr. Blueface decided to bring gang-related activities to their establishment and put all of their girls out of business and while ruining the number one spot in Las Vegas. It was a spot for everyone to have fun, and everyone super enjoyed it. It ended with, but as everyone says, it's always the blacks that can't have anything. Um, we knew what we were up against when we opened. This is their words. We are not upset with the police for not letting us reopen because they gave us a chance that everyone said they wouldn't. It wasn't a black man who shut us down. It wasn't a white man who shut us down. It was a black man. When life imitates art, Kanye West is ordered to pay Kim Kardashian $200K a month in child support for their 4 children. They will split the bill when it comes to their children's educational bills and security. Fans and commenters are saying he predicted this event with his hit song Gold Digger featuring Jamie Foxx. How fitting. I was gonna say ironic. How fitting. Crypto founder T. Kullander unexpectedly passes away at the age of 30. He is the co-founder of the Hong Kong-based digital asset company Amber Group. He died in his sleep on November 23rd. News first broke over the company website. Kullander, known affectionately as TT, launched Amber in 2017 with a group of finance insiders, including former Goldman Sachs Group and Morgan Stanley workers. Before that, TT worked as a trader for both finance giants and in 2019 earned a coveted spot on the Forbes 30 Under 30 list. Another crypto billionaire, V. Tehran, died in a mysterious helicopter crash after another passenger canceled at the last minute. He left behind 2 children, a wife, and was worth $20 billion. Listen, something to be said about that. They getting people. They getting people. So, in sports news, Gilly the King tweets at Stephen A. Smith and said, shaking my head, Patrick Mahomes is the NFL MVP right now, like Jalen Hurts and the Eagles aren't 10-1 right now, and he's playing out of this world. Stephen, you should be ashamed of your damn self uttering those words. Speaking of the Eagles, my team is now 11-1 after they defeated the Houston Texans. The final score was 28-10. LeBron James calls out reporters. Oh, wait a minute. Go Birds. LeBron James calls out reporters for not asking him about the viral Jerry Jones photo. He said, when the Kyrie thing was going on, you guys were quick to ask questions about that. As we can recall, it was the same brother who threw Kyrie under the bus just a few weeks ago. So, yeah. And might be because Jerry Jones is in football and you in basketball. So why would they ask you question? I guess because he's just another sports person. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, Amazon announced that they would not remove the film that Kyrie Irving shared on Twitter. Bezos said, as a retailer of content to millions of customers with a lot of different viewpoints, we have to allow access to those viewpoints, even if they are objectionable. It seems to be another case of it's cool when they do it, but it's problem when I do it. Y'all know the last 2 words. But that's interesting because Kyrie Irving is yet another person who is a customer who has a different viewpoint, unlike others, but he's being crucified as if he's supposed to have the same viewpoint as others. On to political news. San Francisco police can now deploy robots. They have the ability to use lethal force. The policy was passed with a vote of 8-3, and the board president, Shaman Walton, states, we are being asked to do things in the name of increasing weaponry and opportunities for negative interaction between police and people of color. This is just one of those things. According to the city supervisor, Raphael Mandelman, the police department will soon have access to 7 robots. About to be iRobot for real. About to be iRobot for real. Peep game. Y'all gotta pay attention. Y'all gotta watch. Y'all gotta watch. Y'all gotta watch. Other news. Congrats to Miss Jalen Seberg, who received the Chadwick Boseman Memorial Scholarship. The scholarship will cover 4 years of schooling at the prestigious Howard University. Not again, shaking my head. Charles Wideneck McDowell has been arrested again on aggravated stalking charges. This is his second time since 2018 arrest for drug possession and fleeing from the police. He is being held at Escambia County Jail. He was the one with the large neck. Y'all remember with the tattoos and stuff? Look, really freaky, and everybody thought that was like doctored, but no, that dude actually has a big ass neck. What is going on with the sites and the? All right. All right. 4 young teenagers, 3 14-year-olds, and 1 15-year-old are accused of killing a man execution style after he punished them for their Instagram use by taking their computers away. They hatched a plan to murder the victim, 38-year-old Larry Ingram Jr., on November 14th after he punished 2 of them. So, yeah, very sad to hear. Very sad to hear. Teenagers getting out of control, man. They just killing people. We're in a state of emergency. All right, on November 9th, 2020, 26-year-old Robert Solis and 47-year-old off-duty cop Sean Rios got into a road rage altercation with each other. It's not exactly clear on how things escalated, but it ended with the 2 men getting into a shootout. Rios was fatally shot and Solis drove away. The next day, he was arrested and charged with murder, but in the last 2 years, he has maintained that he acted in self-defense. This month, the jury sided with Solis and named him not guilty. Yeah, because he was an off-duty police officer. So I'm wondering, like, why did he engage in a shootout with someone? He off-duty. You off-duty, you off-duty. Now, some people say you off-duty and you're a cop. You still a cop. You still, like, have coply duties. But if there's other police there that are on duty, why would you take that into your hands unless you was trying to play super cop? I don't know. It's weird. No disrespect to the dead, but sometimes shit happens. All right. Let's see. Cops returned to a man's home without his property, and he claims was stolen, and he wasn't happy. As he stated, they woke him up by entering his home, guns drawn at him and his family inside. He ended it by saying, "You a bitch, you a bitch, you a bitch, and you a hoe." Quote, end quote. A car accident turned fatal in Melbourne, Florida, after an SUV ran a Toyota Tacoma, sending both vehicles into the parking lot of Phantom Fireworks. The SUV, I want to say SVU so bad. The SUV continued to plow into the building, setting off the fireworks inside. This created a chain reaction of explosions that took the driver's life. Neither of the drivers have been identified, and no other surrounding injuries have been reported. India police claim rats ate 500 kilos of confiscated marijuana, but we adults here know better. Know that rats did not eat the marijuana. Somebody was selling that marijuana. A sick pedophile with a badge, 28-year-old Virginia State Trooper Austin Lee Edwards, was killed by California deputies after abducting a teen, killing her family, setting fire to their home. He had worked as a state trooper before joining the Washington County Sheriff's Office this month. It's believed that Edwards catfished the teenager, pretended to be someone else her age, and developed an online relationship until he could gather personal information, doxing, which we learned on another episode of Think Different TV. He then drove cross country and murdered her mother, grandparents, and forced the young girl into the car. Neighbors alerted the San Bernardino's deputies, who ended up killing Edwards in a shootout. The girl was unharmed and is in protective custody. But she got to deal with all them people getting killed. What? Crazy. Oh, Treva says the rats are innocent. They are. Rats' lives matter, just not in Philly, because I don't want to see no rats around here. Anyway, the CCP drones spray unidentified chemicals into cities. as the country's zero COVID policy runs full steam ahead. A 30-year-old Texas woman, Cassandra Gutierrez, has been arrested allegedly stabbing her boyfriend multiple times for not helping her with the bills. On November 24, 2022, her and her 42-year-old boyfriend went back to her place after being at a bar. She grabbed a knife from the kitchen and stabbed him multiple times in his neck, right hand, left leg, and his back. She was arrested the same day and remains in custody at the Bexar County Jail on a $75,000 bond. A Baltimore area daycare owner named Shantari Weems has formally pleaded guilty to shooting her husband, James Weems. Now, this is a story that took place back in the day, but on Monday, she took accountability for shooting James back on July 21st, 2022. She was initially also charged with resisting arrest, possessing a firearm, and assault with an intent to kill. There's a reason why she did that, because she found out that her husband was molesting the kids in her daycare that she ran. So she took matters into her own hands and she shot him. So there you go. 10-year-old killed his mom for not buying him a VR, a virtual reality headset. There's a lot more into that story. He actually had behavioral problems prior to this incident. Very sad, because he definitely didn't show any remorse for killing his mother. In fact, after he killed her, he went on her, he used her credit card and everything to order the VR headset that he wanted. And then his aunt, or I think his aunt, who, took custody of him or whatever, said that he kind of showed that he was remorseful, but then in the next breath asked, did his VR headset get to the house yet? All right. Video captured via smartphone of South Miami, Florida, Karen Maria Dorbecker, as she had a racist moment with Rachel Riker in 2016. Is still remembered to this day. Pretty much the Karen was Karening, and she found out, if you F around, you gonna find out. So she found out. Another one, another Karen situation. Granny Karen walked to a store, and she couldn't exchange her used clothes for new ones, so she thought she could just steal the new ones. And she was taught that day that she can't do that either. Isn't that true, JB? That's so true. Crazy times we live in. Absolutely. Durham, North Carolina pastor David K. Dixon arrested for a statutory sex offense with a 15-year-old. He tries to clear his name with a recent video upload trying to explain what happened as of 2 to 3 weeks ago, but I don't think that's doing him any good. A disturbing video from October 24, 2022 shows a machete-wielding maniac on camera circling a couple's car in traffic in broad daylight. It reminded me of the movie Smile. If y'all haven't seen the movie Smile yet, that dude looked crazy. And if he would have did what I think he was going to do, like the people did in Smile, yo, I would have been no more good. But he just kind of tapped on the window and was just like smiling at them menacingly. So yeah, that was crazy. Racist Walmart employee. When do we not have a racist Walmart employee? But yeah, this guy was giving a black man trouble and kept calling him the N-word. He got fired. Geez, there's a lot going on. We're just going to move it on. Oh, this was interesting. 32-year-old Kizmil Kiefel had her healthy breast removed in 2020 to align with her non-binary gender identity. She said the doctors approved her surgery after 2 Zoom meetings. Now that she is in a better place mentally, and that her surgery, now that she's in a better place mentally, she said her surgery was a mistake, and she has decided to sue the social worker, the therapist, and the gender clinics who employ them. Brave Space Oregon and Quest Center for Integrative Healthcare being sued by her, seeking $85K in damages. Oh, what happened? Oh, okay. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, y'all, I'm back online. I don't know what just happened, but I lost internet connection for some reason. Um, but I'm back. I'm back. Um, I told y'all, been strange things happen with my Wi-Fi, with my everything. What's up, Try? How are you tonight? Um, thank you for tuning in to Think Different TV. Um, yeah, I don't know what that was all about, but that was kind of crazy. Um, just trying to make sure. See, I think it's you, Try. You jinxed me because you're talking all this Giants mess, and we don't allow that cussing up in here, okay? We don't allow that foul language on this on Think Different TV. I don't know what's happening, y'all. What's going on? I just hope y'all can hear me clearly. What's up, M Will? All right. Yeah, I just hope y'all can hear me clearly because the internet keeps going in and out. So anyway, moving on. But as adults, we have to be accountable for our own actions and decisions. Speaking to the young lady who had her breast removed. They finally, in local news, they finally sentenced Tiana Parks to 30 years behind bars in connection with the death of the 2-year-old boy King Hill from the Strawberry Mansion neighborhood. She was his babysitter. He was reported missing in 2022, but never found. It's believed that he already passed away or was already killed before he was reported missing. Philadelphia police are searching for a young child who was taken in a stolen vehicle on Monday night near the intersection of 52nd and Chancellor in West Philadelphia. Police reports say a 4-year-old child was left in a running vehicle when a suspect jumped in and stole it. The only description of the vehicle is a dark-colored Honda CRV. The child has yet to be found. Anyone with information is asked to call the police by dialing 911. But I'm confused. Oh, okay. So the person stole the vehicle and then stole the child. No. If the 4-year-old child was left in a running vehicle by somebody while they went to go do whatever they did, why is the only description of the vehicle a dark colored Honda CRV? Wouldn't it have more? See. Ben Stella police say a 16-year-old boy confessed to killing a 13-year-old girl during an Instagram video chat. He is facing several charges, including criminal homicide, possessing instruments of a crime, and tampering with or fabricating physical evidence. According to police, the suspect was identified as Joshua Cooper. He allegedly chatted via video with a 16-year-old acquaintance on Friday and told her about the crime. The acquaintance told police that Cooper flipped the video camera around and showed her the feet of the 13-year-old victim covered in blood. Cooper allegedly asked a friend to assist him with disposing of the body. The girl told her mom, who immediately called the police. The coroner's office said the cause of the teen's death was gunshot wounds to the neck and upper chest area. Cooper was taken to a juvenile detention center with no bail. Neighbors say they heard a gunshot but didn't think anything of it. Neighbor Gary Seeley said, "The kid seemed harmless. I know he had problems, you know. I thought he was a danger to himself, if anything. I was going to invite the kid over for a turkey dinner because his dad was hunting that day. Cooper told investigators that he was cleaning out his dad's safe and sorting through guns and ammunition before the 13-year-old girl was dropped off at his home. Police say officers went to Cooper's home at the Top Ridge Trailer Park on Gibson Road, and as they approached, a juvenile male, later identified as Cooper, ran out the back of the trailer. The body of the victim, so far only identified as a juvenile female, was found on the floor of the bathroom with an apparent gunshot wound. Police say that there was substantial evidence that someone tried to clean up a crime scene. Wow, that was a lot to read. But crazy nonetheless. That's super crazy. Oh, we thought we heard gunshots, but we didn't think nothing of it. What the heck is going on? Anyway, condolences to that young girl's family. Brian William Hank, most known for his role in Orange is the New Black TV series, dies at the age of 56 on November 29th. So condolences. New music release, Metro Boomin, Heroes and Villains, a compilation album with various artists. Excuse me. Icewear Vizo featuring Jeezy, Paint the City single. And let me just go to this real quick. Hold on, y'all. So your girl has a show this Friday. The Experience at Plays and Players, located at 1714 Delancey Street in Philadelphia. This is December 9th at 9 p.m. The doors open at 8. Y'all late mofos, get there at 8, 7:55. And there's a $10 cover. I will be sharing the stage with Demetrius Ford and my bro, V Brown. All right. www.raphooks.com. Rap Hooks is a platform created by Uncle Marvin Music on IG, where you can take courses on creating hits, branding, streaming, social media marketing, music marketing, learning how to monetize your platforms, landing placements and major playlisting, collaborating with any artist, producer, or engineer 24/7 worldwide, and showcasing your talents to the world. Follow him and tell him Triple Fire sent you, and get started today on taking your music career to the next level. Rap Hooks works with us, not for us. And that is our Hit It and Quit It, y'all. Ooh, it was a lot that we went through. Whew. Y'all, that was a lot to go through. I'm like, when is these Hit It and Quit It's gonna stop? But it was a lot that happened over the past week. So real quick shout out to the sponsor, Euphoria Water, cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals, no chemicals, no additives, good and good for you. Make sure you hit up Euphoria Water on IG. And if you live in the Philadelphia area, please, please, please hit up Captain at 267-707-8279 so he can deliver that straight to your home. All right, y'all. Let's take a look. This freaking, I don't know what's going on, man. All right, y'all. So we're going to jump into our topic tonight. And this is, we're closing out season 1 with a 5-part series on adult bullying. Last week, we did adult bullying in the workplace. And I'm coming in hot. We're doing adult bullying among friends. Isn't that lovely? Don't we always like seeing people in a friendship group, ragging on each other? Isn't it lovely? Absolutely not. So let's again define what a bully is. A bully is a person who habitually seeks to harm or intimidate those whom they perceive as vulnerable. Well, Kyle, why do they bully? Well, they bully because they, one, might want control. Bullies who get away with this as children often grow into adults who bully in social groups when they feel threatened or competitive. Or it could be a coping strategy. Bullying can be a way to deal with anxiety that comes with life changes due to age. Or they might want a continuation of the role. The person who has always been the boss might want to keep being the boss. They look for attention and respect as a leader from the followers. And then we have dementia as being one of the reasons. Some bullying behavior may be related to dementia and other cognitive deficits that may cause disinhibition. All right, y'all. So before we even jump into any more, I gotta show y'all this clip. It's so funny because I like how the girl approached it. But she was talking about adult bullying.
Let's talk about pet peeves. One of my pet peeves is adult bullies. Sis, we're grown. What are you doing? Oh, I don't like her because blah, blah, blah. So me and my friends, we don't like her and we're going to walk around and we're going to have attitudes and we're going to this, that, and the third. Bitch, shut your ass up. Shut up. And y'all only do that shit with people who are like quiet, reserved, minding their own business, not bothering nobody. But how about you bully somebody your own size? Bully me, bitch. Let's get it. What's up? I love this game. Let's play. I want to know how come the adult bullies always got to be somebody dusty. It's always somebody dusty as fuck, dingy. Just dingy looking. Just walking around like the little boy from Charlie Brown with the dust cloud following them. Relax, Dustiana. Like, how you out here looking at people, rolling your eyes, looking crazy? And you over there looking like a lint trap. It's giving Swiffer wet jet. It's giving pledge. It's giving old English. You dusty. You dusty. So you literally have no room. You have no room to be talking about bullying nobody. Bitch, we got 401ks, paychecks, bills, kids, husbands, wives. What? Moral of the story is, if you out here really putting that much energy into giving folks nasty, negative energy for no fucking reason who ain't did shit to you, seek help, bitch. Go to therapy.
Yo, she went in, and I love that energy. Like, I love when people tell it like it is, and adult bullies are the worst because they have managed to get to an age where it is now a learned behavior and it cannot be untold. And adult bullies target their victims in many other ways, the same ways children who bully do. Adult bullying can be more of a challenge to handle because it is harder to recognize and not as widely accepted as the bullying that occurs with children. So, real quick, let's define a friend. Let's really define a friend, all right? Let's look at the dictionary definition. A person whom one knows and with whom one has a bond of mutual affection, typically exclusive of sexual or family relations. Meaning, I'm not having sex with you, you're not family, but I love you and I care about you and I want the best for you. And friends treat each other as equals, are honest and trustworthy. They celebrate each other's successes. They stand up for each other. They support other friendships. All right, they're real and authentic, and they do not engage in peer pressure. Now, let's define friendships. All right, friendships are the emotions or conduct of friends, the state of being friends, a relationship between friends. All right, now, friendships are a huge part of our lives, providing us with joy, comfort, motivation, and hope. But our friends can also hurt us and even become our bullies. Now, there's something called friendship bullying. A friend who bullies another friend is simple and plain, right? Among adults, it's called relational bullying, i.e., you're not my friend, you're my frenemy, all right? Now, bullying is complicated already, all right? And it's even more complicated when bullying comes from a friend. Bullying from a friend can be subtle, making it harder to notice and this can take a while to get your attention. When your bully is your friend, you may not want to stop the friendship, just the not so nice bullying part of it. It happens within a friendship group or between friends. The person being bullied may think it's just a normal part of having friends. There's blurred lines between whether it's playful back and forth talk or bullying, especially when the friend or friends say it was just a joke. And I ask you guys, have you been bullied among your peers? Have you been the bully? When you saw someone being bullied, did you A, stand up for them, join in, which is B, or C, be silent? Now I'm going to go to this quick video. When I come back, I want to see what y'all have to say in the comments. Have you ever been bullied amongst your peers? Maybe it'll look something like this.
It's always me, right? I've got the bad attitude. I'm the bad guy. They just don't get it.
Behind like a bean. Wait. I know you're not laughing, bro. Come on.
Bird neck ass.
Did you just laugh?
No.
That's it, to laugh?
No.
Want me to slap you?
I'm sorry.
I'll slap the shit out of you.
Okay.
Should I slap him, bro?
That is actually really funny. Wait, I have a story to tell you guys.
Bro, you're so annoying. Literally, shut the fuck up.
Bitch, where did you get that shirt? That shit is so ugly.
Oh my god, wait, I think you're a Duff. The designated ugly fat friend.
Bitch, what the fuck?
Oh, did I tell you guys I got promoted?
When?
Last week. It was like...
When did we ask? That's a good one.
No, but like I got like a new title and everything.
What's the title? Little bitch? Jeremy.
No, it's senior advisor.
Yeah, senior advisor of little bitches. Good one, man. Good one.
So I was just thinking that
Callum, shut up. Literally, no one cares what you're saying.
Okay, guys,
like, you're ugly ass fucking
chill,
whore.
I literally didn't fucking...
Shut your bitch ass up, bro. Didn't your mom die, fucking loser?
Man doesn't get no bitches, bro.
Bro, do a backflip off your house for me real quick.
Your lips look like breakfast sausage, bro.
I made out with your brother.
Y'all, so I met this really cute boy. He asked my number. Look at his Instagram. Look. Let me see. He has a girlfriend. Give me that. What the fuck? No, he does not. You didn't see the A with the heart and a lock in his bio? He told me that was his mom. Bitch, you are fucking. You really fell for that? You thought he was feeling you? Nah, he won't even try to munch, bitch.
You know, guys, I was thinking we could actually go to the pool.
I do not want to be seen at the pool with you.
Yeah, you fucking fat bitch! And I got what? Hold on, I did nothing wrong.
Oh, I miss my man.
Bro, oh my god. I'm tired of this shit.
So, I mean, a lot of those situations is like really extreme, but I mean, it does happen. I mean, this is so crazy because it happens more often than we would like to admit. And another thing about that is we might not think of it as bullying because we be like, oh, my friend's just taking a jab at me. That's what they do, you know. And it's crazy because a lot of times we just roll with the punches, right? So what are the signs of friendship bullying? I'm debating because I could just tell you or I can show you. I think I'll show you guys.
Things that I've seen lately have just really made me reflect on friendships, and I just, for girls like in their 20s, I feel like when you're in your 20s, you're really learning about yourself and you learn really harsh life lessons through friendships and men. So I just want to say, you need to start looking out for these red flags in friendships because we pay so much attention to red flags in relationships with men. But I feel like your relationships with women, your friendships, they hold so much more weight and impact. Some of the worst traumas I've been through have been through the breakdown of female friendships. So yeah, like if you're around, don't be so, I don't want to say the word desperate, but don't be so eager to be in a friendship group that you put up with bullshit treatment. Like, if you're always the butt of the joke, those ones that slyly put you down, you don't get invited places or you're getting invited to places last. Like, there's just loads of little things that you will see that will let you know that that person is not really your friend. And don't be trying to hold on to friendships that are not serving you, because take it from me, who's been through so many friendships, and that sounded so toxic. And I don't mean it to sound toxic, but I just mean when I was finding my way in life and finding myself, I was friends with people that I would never this day and age be friends with. So you're always going to make new friends, new workplaces. Wherever you go, you're going to make friends. Like, it's not the end of the world if you're not friends with these people anymore. But it's the same as being in an abusive relationship. Don't be in a toxic and abusive friendship. But yeah, I can say that from a place of experience and knowing that in my mid-30s I have proper friends that I can actually rely on, and it's reciprocal love. So honestly, cut them fake bitches off, please.
Here are 9 signs that you have a toxic friend, and I've saved the most painful one for last. Number 1, she flaunts her successes around things that you struggle to do, careless of your thoughts and feelings, and maybe even because it hurts you. She smirks, maybe even pokes fun when you share something deeply personal or something that means a lot to you. 3, she gossips about her other friends, so you figure she's probably gossiping about you behind your back. Number 4, when you've been very busy because of other commitments, she punishes your unavailability with a communication blackout. Number 5, she ignores your no's and cajoles and pushes you into doing things that you really don't want to do. Number 6, she threatens a relationship if you don't go along with her plans. Number 7, she discourages or finds reasons for you not to be friends with people outside her approved social circle, limiting your access to support. Number 8, you begin to imitate her clothes, look, and style because she says it's the only look that really works. Here, number 9, the most painful one. She's not available to go to an event that's super important to you, so you stay home. Later, you find out that she went with someone that you're having issues with and then brags about what a great time they had. So, have you had a friend like this? Drop me a comment. Let me know.
These are some things manipulative people say. And if a certain person comes to mind when you hear these, red flag. Red flag, red flag. If you really cared about me, you would do it. If you love me, you'll do it. No, the fuck not. No. Maybe you don't love them. Who knows? Your love shouldn't be used against you. It's so hard to talk to you because you're just so fucking sensitive. Or maybe you're just a bitch. Ever thought about that? No. Manipulating. It was just a joke. It was just a joke. I was just joking. Where's the punchline? Explain it to me. How's it funny? If we're not laughing, I'm gonna need you to look up the definition of a joke because you don't know what it is, baby. Why would I lie? I have no reason to lie. Me when I lie. Anyone who says that is lying to you 99% of the time. When I'm calling it out, do y'all see how stupid it sounds? Manipulators, man.
There was so many things in those signs that I remember happening within my group of friends, and I will have story time very soon. But listen, it's several signs, and they pointed them out, but I want to just give clarification. Okay, so saying honest friends that are actually unkind or hurtful, verbal abuse, name calling, and gossiping, mocking or mimicking what you say or how you act, laughing at when people laughing laugh at so you're laughed at when people know you're hurting from being teased or physically abused, threatening, intimidating, or humiliating behavior, told who you can be friends with and what you can or cannot do, excluding someone from the friendship group, leaving out of plans, telling plans late, whispering behind back. I told you I was going to get to story time, and this is the point where I'm gonna jump into story time. So, the whole thing about leaving out of plans and telling plans late. So I've only ever been invited to one wedding, and it just so happened that the same wedding I was invited to, I was a part of. Now, when I was asked to be a bridesmaid, I was excited for my friend because first of all, we found out that she got proposed to, and so we was all super like, oh my gosh. And then she asked us to be her bridesmaids. This was great. This was awesome. But um I had issue with one of the other girls that were being asked to be a bridesmaid. Now I overlooked this because the bride was my friend and I should be a friend and just suck it up because it's not about me. It's about her. We get to the part where we're planning things, and as y'all know, if y'all ever been part of a wedding or been a bridesmaid or a groomsman or known about that process, it's not just the wedding, okay? It's not just, y'all practice to be bridesmaid at a wedding. It's a lot of events leading up to the big event, which is the wedding. So one of the things that we did was a party. Well, it wasn't really a party. We went to this place and we let our hair down and we all enjoyed each other's company. And so I thought that this was like what was her bachelorette party, so to speak. Because I didn't know of anything else going on because the person that's supposed to be planning everything, who was put in position to plan everything, did a poor job of planning. All right, let's just keep it all the way funky. All right, so the person did a poor job of planning. So we were kind of finding out about these things like last minute and this and the third. Now, I had a job at the time, and you have to give notice before you just take off. You can't just be like, oh, well, I'm just going, whatever. I'm just going to take off and just take off. I wish it was like that, but unfortunately it was not. So everything we was doing, I had to have notice that we were doing it prior. Now, the whole hanging out thing at the place, that was cool because it was on a day that I didn't have to work anyway. It just fell right in line with my schedule. Not that they was worried about my schedule anyway, but it just so happened that it lined up perfectly. However, another thing that they had planned to do, which I didn't find out until a week before the event was supposed to take place, which you need more notice than that to request off from work if you have to do so, was that they was going to take a trip down to Baltimore. Now, out of all of us who were bridesmaids, it was me and I think it was just me that was not there. And I took issue with that in my head because I didn't want to confront, because this is supposed to be my group of friends, right? So I don't want to be the one to rock the boat or, cause issue, even though it was friends in my friendship group that did that all the time. But if I did it, it was extra. Like it was an extra display of, oh, you're overreacting. And it's because I was the youngest, I was the baby out of the group. And for me being the baby out of the group, I really didn't get any type of like baby privileges like there is in a family, right? So I was just like, Dad, y'all really went down to Baltimore and had this big experience, and I wasn't included, but I'm one of the bridesmaids, and I just found it very interesting. Like they left me out of it, so that had me reevaluate. And a lot of situations in my life had me reevaluating over and over again who were really my friends. All right, because if they were really my friends, they would be like, well, Dad, why isn't Kai here? And why is, where's she at? What's going on with her? Why wasn't she able to make it? I didn't even get a call from the bride to ask me why I wasn't able to make it to the trip. It was just like they just went off and did this, but I'm supposed to be one of the bridesmaids too. Mind you, there was a lot of time and a lot of money put into, doing a lot of the things involved with being part of a wedding. And I just felt like my kindness was taken for weakness within my group of friends, and I just didn't like that. There was a lot of other things that happened with my friend group that made me feel like I was the butt of the joke a lot of the time. I was the person that was always getting, railroaded. And there's other examples of this, but we'll get into that much later. Undermining someone, here's other signs. Undermining someone by spreading rumors or constantly criticizing them, controlling or manipulating, making silent, abusive, or prank calls to that person, telling friends to stop and they continue anyway. That's when you gotta stand up for yourself, and they're like, man, you so effing sensitive. You can't take a joke. You can't take a joke. And then they keep ragging on you, even though you told them to stop. Made that you don't live up to the standards of the friend group, and then we had cyberbullying. Now, I don't know why when I'm doing this series, is a lot of wounds being reopened because this is the reason why I don't have as many friends on deck as other people. I just feel that sometimes with age, maturity doesn't necessarily come with age. All right. So there's a lot of people who still operate with their high school mentality, their childlike mentality. And so when it goes into adulthood with them, it's even harder for them to it's harder for someone like me to interact with someone who still operates in that child mindset. I wanted to just say that. So when they do stuff like they get mad and throw tantrums and all that different stuff, I'll be like, look, I ain't got time for all that. Cause like the young lady said in the first clip that we watched, I got bills, I got a kid, like I don't have time to do the back and forth with you, especially if we're supposed to be friends. It's just very weird. It's very odd. And I've always been like the people pleaser in our group. In high school, I always been the person that been like, I was the baby, but I always been trying to like mend friendships and make sure that everybody gets along. And a lot of times that end up backfiring on me because those people would get cool and then I would be ostracized. And I'd be like, yo, like, how the heck did y'all get cool all of a sudden? But I'm the one left out of the group, out of the jokes and out of everything. And oh, you wouldn't understand that's a inside joke, or that's a joke that we just share and stuff like that. And it's like, as friends, we should all have an inside on a joke. Like, you get what I'm saying? This just was really weird to me. But I want to show y'all this other video while I take a sip of my euphoria water, take a break from talking so damn much. But here's some more examples of, friendship bullying.
Okay, how do you know when it's time to cut off a friend? If you're going through this, I want you to ask yourself a couple of questions. Number 1, when you're done hanging out with them, do you feel better or worse? Number 2, do they respect who you are and align with your values? Number 3, if they don't align with certain values, are they at least respectful about their opinions? Number 4, do you feel like they add or take away from your life? Or is it a give and take? Number 5, do you feel like you can rely on them? Number 6, do they respect your boundaries? Number 7, do you dread communication with them? Number 8, is the only time they reach out to you when they need something? Number 9, do you feel like you can trust them? And number 10, do you feel like they lift you up and encourage you, or do they just pull you down and discourage you or say mean things to you? Answer those questions, decide if they're right for you, and then you have a couple of options. You can walk away from the friendship, or you can set boundaries and have a conversation with them and see how that goes, or you can take a step back.
These are signs that your friendship is toxic. These things are not normal, so please do not get used to them. I used to think a lot of these things were normal until I grew out of the friendships, and I was like, oh my gosh. If you feel like they don't include you most of the time, it's because they're not including you. And if you repeatedly feel like that, like all the time, you need to leave. If a friend of yours ever gets mad that you're hanging out with new people, that is such a red flag. You should be able to have your own life and not have them get mad about it. If you feel like they are never happy for you, even when you have really good news, you're like scared to tell them, don't want to tell them. That is not a normal friendship. You will find friends who are going to be happy for you and are going to applaud you, be there for you, cheering you on. Not ones that make you feel weird about telling them good news. So yeah.
The best way to identify if you are in a toxic friendship is to ask yourself, what version of you does being around that person bring out? And I find this to be the easiest way to tell that if someone is right for you or not. And this can apply to any kind of relationship, really. But in terms of friendship, because it's a little bit harder, right? You're not as close or intimate as you would be with like a romantic relationship or family members. But the same rule applies, as if every time you hang out with this person, you feel bad or you become a version of yourself you don't like you maybe start gossiping along with them because they like it, or they bring out negative energy towards them because of their behavior. And that's not to say that you shouldn't be held accountable for your behavior, right? Like everything you do, of course, reflects on you. But if every time you hang out with them, that version of you comes out, it's more responsible to continue hanging out with them and trying to kind of change your behavior because it's already shown that you can't change it. So the more responsible thing to do and the more self-accountable thing to do is to not be friends with that person anymore. And it's tough, it's hard, especially if they've been in your life for a long time. But it's important to also ask yourself, who do I want to be moving forward, right? If this person brings out a bad version of me, do I want to continue being that bad version? Probably not. It probably feels really bad. And so you have to ask yourself, who is more important, them or me? And the answer should always be, in moments like this, that you are the more important person.
Wow, guys. So that brought in a lot of insight, right? So were y'all going along? Did y'all hear those questions? Were you answering it as you went along too? Like, how does this person make me feel? Do I feel better? Do I feel worse after I hang out with them? Do I become a different version of myself that I'm not happy with after I'm hanging with this person? It was a lot of great points those young ladies brought up, man. So last week I told y'all there are 5 archetypes of adult bullies. So I'm going to run through them again. There's the narcissistic, self-centered, not empathetic, little anxiety about consequences, seems to feel good about oneself, but has brittle narcissism that requires putting others down. In terms of friends, okay, because last week we was talking about adult bullying in the workplace, and I brought up Kevin Spacey's character in Horrible Bosses. But in this case, with friends, I'm going to talk about Rachel McAdams' character on Mean Girls. You see how she was the leader of the group. She was the one who was pulling everybody's strings. She was very manipulative. You know, everything she did was to gain control of her friends. We all have come across that controlling friend somewhere. Like some people are very fortunate to never have to come across a controlling friend. But when you think about a controlling friend, some people think that it's like outright like, don't do this, do what I say, and it's not always like that. So I'm going to tell y'all a few things when it comes to the controlling friend. All right, this is a friendship based on the desire to control you. 1, they're demanding. They want to control what you do, of course. But 2 is they lack respect for you. So they go to name calling. They call you little pet names, or stuff that makes you feel uncomfortable, and you want to say something, but you be like, should I say something? Because I really don't want to put a damper on what we got going on. We're friends and everything like that. Maybe this is just her way of, or you might be like, oh, it's kind of cool that she has a name just for me, like you're special. But really, you're not special. She's really targeting you, and she's breaking you down systematically, or he's breaking you down systematically so that he can gain control over you. 3, acting superior or entitled. They're the ones that's always right in the group. they'll sit up there and be like, I'm right, you wrong. They'll beat you down. Oh my gosh, I had a friend like that. Oh my gosh, it was so annoying. She literally got mad at me because I wanted to celebrate Halloween at school. And we was in high school, y'all. And I didn't know about all her beliefs or whatever she had going on and how she didn't really like, partake in Halloween. And she was all like, well, if you was really my friend, you wouldn't even participate in something like that and this, that, and the third. And she was just like really mean to me. And this was in class, like, and when people show you who they are, believe them, because I forgave her for that little outburst. And then we move on and we become adults. And we went out to dinner. And this was when I was with a guy that, but anyway, we went out to dinner and we were just trying to figure out, because they wouldn't let us split the check. So we was just trying to figure out like how much each person owed on the check. So I already said, well, this is what we had, me and my date had, and and here's our tip as well. And she was like, oh no, I need to add it up. I need to see what's going on. I need to, and she ripped the receipt out of my hand. She was going through it, and she still came up to the same number that I was going to give her, but she had to be the one to do it. And then she made a big stink about it, and we had a whole argument right there in the restaurant, and it was just very, very out of character for me, and it was very ghetto. Anyway, number 4, creating drama, always on opposing sides. Someone who always has to be, like everything you say is the opposite. Oh, we should go this way. No, we should go that way. Oh, why don't we stay in tonight? No, I don't want to stay in. I want to go out. Or if you say, I want to go out, I want to stay in. But this is like your friend. It's freaking weird. 5, being manipulative. Sees your kindness for weakness. Now, I would use Wednesday Addams from off the new Wednesday series on Netflix, which I've been watching. I would use that as an example because she was very much manipulative. It was weird because everybody wanted to be friends with her, and she was just like, I really didn't come here to make friends, but everybody wanted to be around her for some weird reason. But she didn't never use her friend, like she never like, she always used her friends to get what she wanted. But it's still a great show. She comes to terms with everything, but it's a really good show. But she definitely was manipulative amongst her friend group. Number 6, isolating you, stops you from hanging with friends, and in some case, family. Like there's some of those friends that be like, oh, why don't you come and be with me? Why do you have to go and hang out with them? And it could be with other friends. It could be with your own family. You be like, I'm up here having Thanksgiving dinner with my family. Well, I want to be. I want us to hang out, and I don't want to be alone. And using and threatening self-harm if you don't come and meet up with them. And this is just real crazy stuff. But this is your friend, right? So I went through number 1, narcissistic. The controlling friend is under that narcissistic category. Then we're going to go into impulsive, spontaneous, planning and bullying out less, hard time restraining one's behavior, even if consequences are likely. May be unintentional. It happens when a bully is upset about something unconnected to the victim. Physical, resorts to physical confrontation. Some may not physically harm victims, but may use threat of harm or physical domination through looming, destruction of property. Kind of sort of what like Krishan did to the bull, like when she like just I never liked friends that was like hitters. I don't like hitters. I don't like people that they hit you, like when they laugh and they hit you, when they crying, they hit you. You know, when you say something crazy off the wall, they find a way to hit you. I hate those people. I hate them. Like in your friendship group, in my friendship group, I never like for people to hit me, touch me in a way that I don't like to be touched. And when it comes to physical, like I can't have that type of bully in my friend group. I don't want no type of bully in my friend group, but that's definitely the one that I really don't want to, because not only are they like that with you, but when you go out places, you can't even enjoy yourself because they're going to end up getting into a physical altercation with somebody else and then expect you to always have their back. And sometimes they be dead effing wrong. Like they be wrong about the situation in every way, but they want you to back them because you're their friend. And sometimes you gotta be able to tell your friend, like, yo, you need to chill and sit your happy ass thing. But they always get you caught up in some stuff too. Verbal starts rumors, use sarcastic or demeaning language to dominate or humiliate another person, may be difficult to document or to prove is bullying. Maybe so that was according to the workplace, but you know, just starting rumors about you, saying little stuff. I think that was the method that Lindsay Lohan used in Mean Girls. You get what I'm saying? Like, but they was all supposed to be friends, right? Freaking weird. Secondary joins into bullying to avoid being bullied as well. And there's a lot of friends like that because they don't want to rock the boat, right? They don't want to rock the boat, but they also don't want to be picked on either. So the bully of the group can just be like, oh, make little, you know, jokes and stuff like that. And you just be like, what's up, Taylor Monroe? What's up? Thank you for joining Think Different TV. They be like, oh, you know, I don't want to get picked on and everything like that. So they either join in, or another thing is they just stay silent. They don't want to be the butt of the joke, and that secondary is really, really, really crazy, you know. So let's go to another video, because I have another video for y'all, just so y'all can see an example of what I'm talking about, because sometimes it helps. I'm a visual person. I like to see stuff too. I'm gonna hit y'all back to back with it. So this first video is like different things that bullies do within the group. And then the next video is someone talking about the experience with a friend that bullied them. All right, so I'm gonna hit y'all back to back.
Let me hit that real quick. Y'all ever come across a group of people that has like that one person in the group that might be like the tough person, rude as fuck, an adult bully, if you will? Like they're not really funny. However, you find that the people in the group just laugh out of like awkwardness because they don't know what else to do, because no one's put this person in their place yet. No one's told this person that they're just an asshole and not funny. You know, the kind of person I'm talking about? The person who's like basically bullied everyone into agreeing with them, or bullied them into just being quiet so they just don't say anything at all. Because if you do, it's like "Ay, shut the fuck up." Then it becomes an attack on the person who tried to say something. Because like if you find yourself saying things like, I can't really bring this person around a group of people because I don't know how they're gonna get along with them, leave that fucking person at home. Odds are they're the fucking problem. You just don't know how to tell them.
Why'd you leave early yesterday? Okay, don't lie to me, because Ella already told me, like, is it true you're in therapy? You're seeing a psychologist. Well, what's wrong with you? Like, why do you have to see a psychologist? I'm not trying to be rude, I just want to know, like, what's wrong with you? You have anxiety. Are you sure? Because I've never seen you get, like, nervous. Like, I think I have more anxiety than you. You know, I actually think I have depression, because sometimes I get, like, really sad, and I'll just, like, lie in bed listening to sad music. No, I haven't been diagnosed, but, like, I just think I have it. Like, BuzzFeed said so. Like, I'm not trying to be rude, but maybe you should, like, be careful because, like, other people have it worse. So you don't want to, like, come off as, like, an attention seeker and, like, use up everyone else's resources. If you start using anxiety as an excuse for, like, not going places, then I'm going to give you a reason to have anxiety. I don't know. I kind of think it's just weird that all of a sudden you have, like, anxiety. Like, I'm not saying you're faking it, but it's just weird.
The reality of toxic friendships.
Is it cute crying? What is wrong with you?
It's because my cat passed away.
That's crazy. Either way, can we go shopping tomorrow?
You are generally so inconsiderate. I have a really bad migraine. Hey, turn off the lights, guys.
Oh, ow, my stomach.
What's wrong?
My stomach hurts really, really bad.
Did you eat? Do you need some water? I really hope you get better.
Thanks.
I made it to the dance team. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy.
Well, guess what? I made it to the dance team and I got solo.
I thought you didn't like dancing.
I'm still good at it, so.
I just got this shirt. How does it look on me?
If I was you, I'd go return it right now.
But I actually liked it.
And I don't like being around you because I feel bad. You make me feel bad.
Of my whole time on this app, this is probably the hardest TikTok I've ever had to make. Mainly because I was debating whether or not I should make this video in the first place. But after a lot of thinking and talking to some friends about it, I'm gonna go for it. Today I will be opening up about a past toxic friendship I've had. And before I begin, I just want to say that this video is not meant to call him out. I show no ill intentions towards him. This video is meant to get things off of my chest and express what I've went through. Since the beginning of high school, I've been friends with this one guy and we've had many ons and offs. From being friends to not being friends and then being friends again. But it wasn't until the middle of junior year where we became closer than we've ever been. He was a nice person to laugh with, make fun jokes, and we even considered ourselves brothers from different mothers. I also helped him with computer science and math homework, which involved skipping some class time, but I thought it was alright because he was still a cool person to hang out with. And that's pretty much all of the good things. While being in this friendship, I was completely oblivious that this guy was secretly putting me down. Now, there were some things that I questioned. Sometimes he didn't say thank you after I sent the homework I did for him. He said things to me that he didn't realize were homophobic. And he didn't follow me back when he made a new Instagram account. I just thought, I did your homework and you thought of me as a brother, but you couldn't even follow me back? But I just let it go because I thought these problems were minor. But then there were problems that were more on the major side. I noticed that every time he reached out to me for problems, I would do my best to give him my full attention. But when I reached out to him for problems, it either looked like he didn't really care or he ignored me. Eventually, it got to the point where he started lying and manipulating me. There was even a day where I was deeply concerned about our friendship, and instead of answering my questions, he decided to pull this friendship test where he lied and said that he was crying when he really wasn't. Later on, I found out that this was so he could paint himself as the victim. I just remember crying and feeling like an awful person that day. Eventually, this is where I got help. I decided to reach out to some close friends and people online, and they all helped me find out I was in a mentally abusive friendship. And if you're one of those people watching this, I just want to say a big thank you so much. After this, I shot him one last text and that's where our friendship ended. And that is a decision I will never regret. And I want to take the time to say that what I learned from this experience is that simply laughing or being cool with someone does not constitute them being your friend. There's a lot more that you need to consider. Can you trust this person's help bring you back up? Can you take advice from this person? Is this person giving you the same love and energy you give back? Or are they at least trying? If the answer is yes, that is a friend worth having. And even though some part of me regrets befriending him, another part of me is happy I befriended him because it helped me learn what to look for in my future friends and myself. I absolutely wasn't the perfect friend either, but after going over this friendship, I'm more than happy with the decision I made. And as for him, I truly wish him well, and I hope he's doing okay.
So guys, if you experience friendship bullying, there's a few steps that you should take. One, don't laugh at all. Laughter gives impression like you're cool with it, all right? You never want to give that impression because then they think they could just keep doing it, right? And then the next step is you want to tell your friend, we need to talk. Be honest and direct about how he or she makes you feel when they make those hurtful comments, when they do what they do. And you can say stuff like, I feel uncomfortable when you say this about me. Could you please not say it anymore? And then just see where it goes from there. Anybody who wants to really be your friend will make the necessary adjustments and, not come at your neck, so to speak, about how you feel, or say stuff like, well, I'm sorry you feel that way, or I can only be sorry about what I do, but I can't be sorry about how you feel about it, or or just say, you make it seem like it's such a big deal when all I be doing is joking with you. When they say stuff like that, they don't want to take the obvious steps to improve your friendship or make you feel comfortable in the friendship, so you need to let that person go. Stand up for yourself, all right? Don't let them walk all over you. Like I said, let them know how you feel, and stand your ground. All right, it's going to be uncomfortable because this is your friend, so you don't want to rock the boat. But you also got to realize that you're a person and you deserve to be treated with kindness and generosity and be loved. And you should not have to worry about being with your friends and feeling uncomfortable and unloved. All right. Another thing, know when to walk away. Know when to walk away from the situation and just say, this is not the best thing for me or my mental health state. I need to let this friendship go. The next one is to definitely let the person, just say to yourself, it's not me. It's definitely the other person. That's a you problem, not a me problem. When you're saying all these hurtful comments and everything to me, saying you're just being honest, no, it's not gonna fly. And don't ignore your feelings. If you feel that little tinge in your stomach, every time you're around this person, you feel uncomfortable, don't ignore that. Or you feel like this person, you can't trust them, you can't really be around them, definitely don't ignore your feelings, all right? Because they will be the ones that get you caught up in some crazy stuff. And we all know that one episode of Martin, but his friend just kind of like came out of the blue and was like, why don't you come down to the jewelry store with me or whatever, and come to find out like this dude was a whole thief. Or what about that other episode of Martin when Gina's friend came to visit and she was so fake, and Martin and Pam actually worked together to expose her fakeness. But it was like Gina was just like kind of blind to it all, but because she didn't realize like this friend was making little snide remarks, or just kind of like, I'm your friend, but I'm going to say that your accomplishments aren't as good as my accomplishments because look at all I've done and look at what you done, or you're dating this guy, and it was just a lot of stuff. Oh, you eat meat? How could you eat meat? It's just a lot of things. With women and men, I'm sure there's a different type of friendship bullying. Men might get bullied for being short, or in their friend group, or being not getting no yams, or just different things, right? That women wouldn't get, made fun of. A lot of women, I remember one time I experienced, before I had my son, I had a friend who had kids already. And I had planned this whole day. Me and her was supposed to be going to Atlantic City to hang out and everything like that. And then she was talking about, oh, let's make it a mommy and me day. And I was like, I ain't got no kids. Like, how can we make it a mommy and me day when I don't have no kids? So it's like, if you can't find a babysitter, just say that. You get what I'm saying? But next thing I know, she invites another girl to go with us. And I'm like, hold up. Now, it was supposed to be just me and you. Not saying I don't welcome her being with other friends, but it's just like, we were supposed to go and chill together. what's up with this? And then like she invited her other friend, and her other friend had kids, and here I am, the odd man out, because I don't have any kids. And then when I was like, all right, well, okay, that's cool, and I just went along with the flow, went with the flow. And then the day of the whole trip, everybody wanted to be switching up and doing all this crazy stuff. Oh, I don't know how we gonna get there, how we gonna do this. Oh, it's gonna cost this. I'm like, you decided to bring your kids. I didn't decide this. Of course it's going to be more cost for you because you're bringing your kids. If it was just me and you going, and even the other chick, it would have only been this amount. But because y'all bring y'all kids, it's going to cost more. And so even with me being logical, even with me explaining, I was the bad friend because I don't know anything about being a mother. And yeah, so that really stung, because I was like, of course I don't know anything about being a mother, because I didn't get pregnant at 16 years old. I still have a lot of life to live, and and I want to go and experience, going out before I decide to settle down and have a child. Silly me. But when you have friends that, it's kind of hard, because you try to think of all the good things that y'all had in the friendship. So you don't necessarily want to get rid of the friendship. Like I said earlier, you just want to get rid of the not so nice bullying part of it. And it's very hard. It's very hard. And sometimes female friendships and male friendships, they last longer than our relationships. And so when we want to hold on to that friendship, because having that person not in our lives anymore can trigger a lot of, bad thoughts in our heads, but that concludes our hot topic, y'all. I hope this info has helped someone. Yeah. So here we go. That was the end of the hot topic. I know, guys, we're running a little bit behind, but
coming in.
Y'all probably didn't even hear that last part. I said it is what it is at this point. So we're gonna jump into really quickly for my music topic. I wanted to talk about sampling music and then versus now. So we know that sampling is a normal part of the music industry. A lot of people do it. It happens. Some people are just creative in the sense that they never have to sample, but something is going to trigger your creativity. You might hear a song, you might say, oh, I really like that bass line. You might not use the whole thing, but you might use the bass line or something like that. But when I talk about sampling, I'm talking about like having production that sounds very similar to older songs. And I had a video that I was trying to put up so many times, but they kept flagging it, and I probably can't even put it on here because Sony might attack me on here too. But it was the song from Time Club that was done in 1981 called Genius of Love. It was later sampled for Mariah Carey's Fantasy, and very recently it was sampled on Lotto's Big Energy. Now, here's the thing. Just my personal opinion, but I think millennial generation kind of did better with the sampling, because we still pay homage to those artists who originated it. Even with Biggie sampling Between the Sheets, it still was done in a way that, because we all know Between the Sheets was a freaky song to begin with, right? It's not like they took a wholesome song and then said, "Oh, we're gonna just throw some sex stuff on there." That I think that's disrespectful. Me personally. Other people might not see it as disrespectful, but it's just like, think about this. Like, we knew what Ron Isley was getting at when he was talking about between the sheets. So when Biggie turned around and started talking about sex and all that stuff, and it's just a little bit more raunchier, but it's still along the same lines of what Ron Isley was talking about. It was easier to digest. But nowadays, they just taking these songs that was so wholesome and wonderful, and then they turn them into twerk songs, and they turn them into sex songs, and it's like, wait a minute. The only one that I feel like stayed in line with it, even though I'm really not a fan of the song, but I feel like it stayed in line with it, like Nicki Minaj. She took and she sampled Super Freak for Super Freaky Girl, and it was still along the same lines of, because Rick James was nasty, okay? He was nasty. So she sampled it, and lo and behold, here you go. She did Super Freaky Girl, right? So it's just songs out there now that I be like, why the hell did they use this sample and make this trash over this sample? I mean, how y'all feel about that? I'm gonna jump to the comments. So Try said, Try said classic record. He said, quote, favorite lyric from One More Chance. Like, some say the X makes the sex spectacular. Make me look to the neck to your back of your shoulder. Chills up your spine. That ass is mine. I don't even know if that's all the lyrics, but that's like that's the part that stand out to me more. And then the part where you must be used to me crying. And another one. Oh, wait a minute. That's from Ashanti. And then Ashanti did the same thing. Oh my gosh. I'm getting confused. Because I'm telling you, like, people were sampling, like, okay, so Hollywood Swinging was sampled by Puffy, P. Diddy, and they did so Hollywood my flow's untouchable, no smooth, no. Like I think that I think millennials they experienced better music, period. And like I said, bad boy, you make me feel so good. But then you had Hollywood Swinging. So it's like, I just think we did it better. I think millennials did it way better than Gen Z. That's just my take on that. So that's what I wanted to discuss when it came to sampling. Yeah, Cool in the Game. Yup. Man, it was so many things. Oh, another one that was sampled was oh my gosh, y'all. Why am I blanking right now? There's a lot of songs that was sampled songs. I'm gonna look them up. But but there's a difference between sampling and remakes. I'm not talking about remakes. I'm talking about just people sampling the songs and doing whatever they do over top of it. Because there's a lot of remakes, like How Come You Don't Call Me by Alicia Keys was a remake, you know, but I'm talking about sample songs. Let me see. I don't think that's what I wanted to look up. But what was another one? There was another one that I was like, Dad, so many people did something to this beat. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about, y'all, when it came to the music topic. Yeah, our era definitely sampled better. Try definitely did. Definitely did. It just felt like they paid homage to the OGs a little bit better than this, because some people, they be sampling songs and they don't even know that where it originally came from, and so they be up there like, yeah, I'm gonna throw this track on this, and I just be like, no, don't do that. But that concludes my music topic, and y'all can ponder more onto it and still drop them comments below as I go into my financial tip. All right, my financial tip tonight. Here's another, is a financial discussion actually. Joint versus separate accounts and relationships. So, joint accounts are checking or savings accounts that provide equal access to all account holders. Either you or your partner can take out money or look at complete account history. Here's the pros. The pros of having a joint account is this. It provides financial transparency and accountability for couples. 2, it makes it easier to budget as a couple. 3, it encourages a sharing mindset. And 4, makes money accessible for one partner if the other is incapacitated or locked up. The cons of having a joint account is it could heighten disagreements about how to spend money. 2, it makes it more difficult to escape financial abuse, which I talked about it during our domestic violence series, which I no longer have, but I'm gonna talk about that on another live one of these days. But financial abuse is very real. It's like when you break up with your significant other and they freeze your accounts. That's financial abuse, especially if they're in control of the money. Or let's say you're contributing your checks to this joint account, like you don't have a separate account. The other person is putting all their money in the joint account too. And let's say y'all break up, and then next thing you know, all the money going out of the account because either one of y'all could take all the money out, and that's what gets me. It allows for mismanagement of money because of an unreliable partner. So let's say somebody has a gambling problem, so they keep dipping into that joint account and taking money out and going out and gambling and doing all this crazy stuff with it, or they're using the joint account to go take care of their extracurricular activities, or prostitutes. So so separate accounts, why you would want one. One person may have severe debt or other financial obligations, or you just want separate accounts, or you're setting financial goals as a couple. So when you set goals as a couple, financial goals as a couple, you have to take into consideration a lot of different things. Joint accounts are a trap. Did y'all know that you don't even have to be married or have any type of relationship with a person to get a joint account? That's what makes joint accounts so dangerous, because you can literally get a joint account with a stranger, and that stranger can have access to your money, especially if your joint account and your separate account are attached some type of way. So let's say you have your joint account set up to pay a certain bill, but there ain't no money in the joint account. Well, whatever account is attached to that joint account, if you have a separate account there and it's in the same bank, they're going to go to wherever there's money at. So, and I'm not talking about like regular bills. I should be more precise with that. Stuff like taxes and stuff like that, or child support. Yeah, they're gonna come for you. They're gonna gun for you real hard. So definitely, I personally would like to have a separate account because I don't like commingling funds with in my relationship. You know, if you want to see how things will work out, if you had a joint account, it's just like having a piggy bank in your home, and y'all just putting y'all money in there as you go, and then see how that person, you know, does with that penny saver, the piggy bank. See how they do with that. But I just don't like joint accounts in relationships. It just causes too much problems. I'm the type of person, I like to be in control of my money and control of my finances. And I don't even understand how some relationships that's how they work. Everybody is different. Every relationship is different. Everybody has their different way of doing things, and I'm not knocking anybody that does. If you are a relationship that that's how y'all do things, and y'all pretty much are like, this is how we run our lives. He has control of the money. I don't have any control with the money, or she controls the money and I don't have no control with money. It's some men that go out and work, their wife don't work, but the wife take care of all the finances. She the one that pays the bill. She the one that writes the check. She the one that does all this stuff, but it's his money doing it because that's the type of relationship that they have. Everybody different. I just be scared of stuff like that, to be perfectly honest. So that is our financial tip for the night. We're gonna jump into our Sag season Jeopardy. Try is already backstage, like he said. I don't know if anybody else wants to join in, but our Sag season Jeopardy. This is the last week for Sag season Jeopardy. I have 17 questions this week. They're all Sages. They're all celebrities. Try is already backstage. Who else wants to participate? Who wants to participate? Because I'll bring you in here so that you could do this with him. If we don't have a competitor to go against Try, what we're going to do is what we did last time, where I pretty much read the question, we saw how much she scored, and then we go by that. I know he would probably like that better because you get more money that way. But let's just see. Let's just see if somebody else joins in backstage. See who else is going to come up against Try on this Johnny John. Let me see. Still waiting. I'll give it another minute. Give it another minute or so. I'm also gonna put the link on Facebook. So if somebody's looking to jump on Facebook, I am going to make sure that you can get in. Let me see. So let's see if I can invite guests, copy, and then go here, paste. All right, I just pasted the link on Facebook as well. If somebody wants to join in on Facebook, and win this money. It's $20 cash app. You must have a cash app. And this is another way my Jeopardy works, just like the original Jeopardy made famous by the late great Alex Trebek. You must answer in the form of a question. So if I say the sky is this, the sky's color is this, you got to say what is blue. All right, so that we gotta make sure that that is taken care of. Let me see. What's up, Martin? How are you? You want to jump on this Jeopardy? You gonna win $20 cash at Terrelyn. Jump on. The link is in the comments. All right. So I want somebody to join in backstage. That way you can win this money. I'm gonna give it another minute. If not, it'll just be you try, and then you can win this money. You can win this money. Let me see how much money you will win though. Nope. You can't call me during my show. Don't do that. How you see I'm live and then try to call face people. All right. All right. Try. There's one here. Who else we got? I guess we don't got nobody else backstage. But we have tried to do. Look at try.
They don't want to
What's
battle
going
me.
on?
They don't want to battle me. What's good? How you doing?
How are you?
Chilling.
Are you muted?
Am I muted? No.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
You can hear me. Oh, you
Yeah,
know
I
what?
hear you.
You know what happened? Because the person called me, it messed up my sound. It definitely messed up my sound. Ay. Try stay in here. Let me see if I can. Let me see something real quick. Say something, try.
You hear me now? No? Anybody hear me?
I swear to goodness. I'm not gonna end it though, because if I end it, that's gonna be the end of the stream. But I have to I can't believe that just happened. I cannot believe that just happened. All right. I can't end it because what's going to end up happening is that's going to end the stream, and that's going to be the end of the stream. All right. I might have a solution.
She can hear us.
Yo, try. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You can hear me? I need you to talk.
I hear you. No?
But
You
I
can't
can't
hear me?
hear you.
You want me to get off and then come back?
Say something.
You hear me now? No?
I can't hear you. Messed up my screen. All right. Look. It's not all bad. All right. It's not all bad because I'm literally like so mad right now. But you know what?
Okay.
This is how things happen sometimes, you know. This is how things happen. I don't know what's going on. I can't hear you, but everybody can hear us, apparently.
Right.
Maybe we can do it this way.
Talon said she can hear us.
Comment?
Yeah.
Like, can you go to the, or maybe you could write down the answer. That's what we'll do. I'll read the question, you write down the answer, okay?
Okay.
But you still have to write it in question form.
You want me to write it on paper?
I'm gonna be a jerk. All right, we're gonna do it this way, y'all. Because I have to pivot some type of way. I ain't do these questions for nothing. So anyway, before we even jump into that, let's go to our sponsor. Our sponsor is Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals, no chemicals, no additives. It is good and good for you. If you're going to hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Water today. You can contact Euphoria Water on IG under Euphoria Water. That's UPHORIAWATER. Or you can call Captain at 267-707-8279 if you're in the Philadelphia area. He will deliver it straight to your home. And that is our sponsor. Real quick reminder, y'all, I do have a show this Friday at Plays and Players, The Experience, all right? It's at 1714 Delancey Place. It's called Plays and Players, all right? And I will be taking the stage with Demetrius Ford and B. Brown. All right, the show starts at 9. Doors open at 8, and the cover charge is $10. All right, so come and check it out. So like I said, there's the Sage Jeopardy. Try, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Our 100-point question is this. This Sage played a bad mother, shut your mouth, in the 2000 film Shad. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Does that just say Samuel L. Jackson? It doesn't say who is.
Yeah.
You gotta answer. You gotta put it in question.
I forgot. My bad.
You know, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you. Just remember for the next one. Remember for the next one. All right. So that's 100 points. All right. So here we go. Next one. This Sage played Phoebe Halliwell in the Charmed series. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see. Who is Shannon Doherty? No, it was who is Alyssa Milano.
Okay.
That's who played Phoebe. All right. Next one. This Sage first achieved fame as Joey Potter on Dawson's Creek? This Sage first achieved fame as Joey Potter on Dawson's Creek. Not ringing any bells? You don't got it? All right.
Nah.
Who is Katie Holmes?
Katie Holmes.
I know, right? I knew it. All right. Last 100-point question. This Sage was a genie in a bottle and then got dirty with Redman. 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Who is Christina Aguilera? Yes, it is. Christina Aguilera. Yes. All right, now to our 200-point question. All right, here we go. This Sage co-starred with Channing Tatum in the movie 21 Jump Street. 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Who's Jonah Hill? Yes, it is Jonah Hill. Okay, try. Okay. I see you. All right. This Sage climbed Brokeback Mountain with Heath Ledger. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Who is Jake Gyllenhaal? Yes, that is who it was. Jake Gyllenhaal. All right. Next one. This Sage left Jennifer Aniston and ended up with Angelina Jolie. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2. Who is Brad Pitt? Yes, that is who it was. And then he divorced Angelina Jolie too. So it was like, they must have both had bad punani. I don't know. Jennifer Aniston, the way she was in Horrible Bosses, I would have thought she probably had some good. I think she had some good. He just wanted to see how exotic Angelina Jolie was because he looked at Angelina Jolie. I was what she call it, Angelina Jolie lips. Because she had them super coolers. Anyway, I digress. Last 200-point question. This Sage is perhaps the most successful director of all time with blockbusters like Raiders of the Lost Ark, E.T., and Jurassic Park. And the answer is, who is Steven Spielberg? And you like, I knew who it was, it just wasn't clicking at the time. All right, now to our 300-point question. I have to be like this with you, Try, because you playing by yourself. So I have to do the buzzer. All right. 300-point question. This Sage played the beautiful Tiffany Warren, daughter of Debbie Allen's character on In the House. 10, 8. Who is Maya Campbell? Yes, that's who it is, Maya Campbell. I had to find a good picture of her. It was hard to find one. It was like they had a lot of them with her with the raccoon eye makeup, and then with her cracked out, smoked out. I was like, dang, like how she get reduced down to this is crazy. Anyway, next 300-point question. Hold on. Carolyn said, I thought Angelina divorced him. Yeah, maybe she did. We don't know. Honestly, I think they all still be bumping uglies. They just not together. I think that's, Anyway, I digress. Next 300-point question. This Sage got her start opposite of Zac Efron in High School Musical. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's Vanessa Hudgens? Who would have thought that you knew that? Try. You probably feel like we're all in this together once. You was thinking the songs too. You was getting it in, wasn't you? I know you was. Don't even try to fake the funk. I think High School Musical was like a budget Grease, honestly. Because the way that the whole storyline and everything, I was like, this is just like Grease. Anyway, next one. Next 300-point question. Oh, let me write that down. All right. This Sage played the lead character in the series 24. 10, 9, 8. And who is Kiefer Sutherland?
Damn.
You knew it. I know you knew it. All right. So, last 300-point question. This Sage wants to swing from the chandelier. Y'all heard the vocals? I'm a little parched right now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. And who is Sia? S-I-A. She sang the song Chandelier. Chandelier on the chandelier. All right. We're going into our 400-point questions. Try, don't be over there laughing at my vocals. You know I got them pipes. Don't be hating. All right, anyway. 400-point question. All right. This Sage is an amazing actress with credits on Law & Order SVU, and American Horror Story. Who is Sarah Paulson? Oh, you know it. That's my girl too. I love Sarah Paulson. I love everything she does. She's such a great actress. I can't wait to meet her one day. She's like so awesome. All right, you got that one. I was like, he ain't gonna get this one. You definitely got it. That's impressive. I know the Law and Order kind of threw you off a little bit. You was like, Law and Order. He was like, wait a minute, let me hear the rest of this question. So here we go. Next 400-point question. This Sage played character Dr. Wendy on sitcom Dr. Ken. And who is Margaret Cho? I know. A lot of us didn't even watch Dr. Ken. So you probably was like, Dr. Ken? The heck?
Nope.
Since when did Barbie's man become a doctor? Next question. Well, next answer, shall we say. This Sage is best known for his role as the Big Lebowski. Or Lebowski. Who is Jeff Bridges? Yes, that is the answer. Jeff Bridges was the Big Lebowski. All right, last 400-point question. This Sage co-starred with Justin Timberlake in Out of Time. 10. And wrong. Wasn't Mila Kunis. It was who is Amanda Seyfried. Yeah, I know. They always be in a lot of stuff together. Him and Mila Kunis. But Out of Time, he was they co-starred in that with Amanda Seyfried. All right, let's add up the points. All right, you have 2,200 points. All right, we're going into our final Jeopardy. How much would you like to wager, Try, out of your 2,200 points? Oh, you all in. All right, here we go. We are now going into our final Jeopardy. Here we go. This Sage played the role of Clarice in the 2001 crime thriller Hannibal. This Sage played the role of Clarice in the 2001 crime thriller Hannibal. Here we go. Before we go to our final Jeopardy answer, let's give a shout out once again to our sponsor, Euphoria Water, the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly, alkaline water with minerals. It is good and good for you. If you're going to hydrate the right way, get your Euphoria Water today. You can contact Euphoria Water on IG under Euphoria Water. That's UPHORIA WATER. If you live in the area and want Euphoria Water to your home, please call Captain at 267-707-8279. All right. Tribe was all in. He was all in, y'all, with 2,200 points. What is your final Jeopardy? Oh, no. Who is Claire Danes? No, that is wrong. I am so sorry. The actress we were looking for was who is Julianne Moore. Julianne Moore. I'm so sorry, Try. Oh, this hurts my heart. You have got down to 0. But I can't let you leave with nothing. I will be cash asking you $5 for participating tonight. You know, I appreciate you jumping on here every week and just giving your energy. I truly appreciate it. And I feel good because I saved a lot of money.
Oh, no.
I'm so bad. Wait a minute, let me take a sip. But you been killing my pockets every week, Trav. Finally.
Thank you.
Say no, but I do appreciate you tuning in to Think Different TV. I appreciate you for coming on and doing the Jeopardy. And I hope you got a lot out of the topic tonight and hit and quit it. and the discussions and whatnot. I hope all of you out there got a lot of value out of what we talked about tonight. Thank you so much, Try. I'm so sorry, but you do get a $5 cash tonight. I appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
Have a great day. So, guys, that wraps up our 49th episode of Think Different TV. Next week is our 50th episode. So, guys, I'm asking you, if you're tuning in right now, first of all, thank you so much for tuning in. You know, Think Different TV cannot be made possible without viewers like you. And if you can, if you want to, please send in some videos of congratulations and encouraging words, so we can keep this going for another 50 episodes. I also have a card on my IG at Lashia Star. That's LASHIASTAR. Please find the virtual birthday card. I call it a birthday card, but really it's just the 50th episode card. So make sure you sign it, show me some love. And definitely I appreciate each and every one of you. And as always, have a great week. And I'll see you all next week. Bye.
Think Different TV. Live every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hosted by me, your girl Lashia. Join me as I discuss social topics, spotlight independent artists, and share financial tips. Come on in and join the conversation. I want to hear what you have to say. Think Different TV, where minds meet.
You're the reason I